Hello everyone, this is Plum. Thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to paint over this little 7x14 canvas, and I'm going to do a light color background and then put flowers on it. So here I put some Inca gold at the bottom of the cup and then layer it with some Naples yellow by Master's Touch. This is Anita's rose mixed with some pearl white. And then there is the neon pale pink. It's a very pale pink, but it's very pretty. And this is metallic rose gold. And then more pink. And then this is purple pearl, very light purple metallic. And then this is neon purple, and then pale green metallic, and then pale neon green, and then that is Jade Shimmer. Yeah, so I'm kind of losing track of all the colors. Okay, that is gold, and then another gold. I'll put the colors in the description box, so don't worry about that. Anyway, so I layer all the pale colors that I have plus the pearl white, and then I'm going to stir it a little bit to make it messy. Yeah, I want it to be a dirty cup, and then I flip it because I want all the colors to kind of mixed in. And then torch a little bit and tilt it out. Here I'm going on 4x time. I'm going to do a lot of time lapse in this video because otherwise you guys will be bored to tears. So I've covered the canvas with the background. Now next step is to do some leaves. So I will start putting some green, different shades of green on my wax paper. See a puddle of metallic leaf green, and then some other whatever green that I have mixed up, and then also some gold mixed in with it because I like gold and everything. So that is my work puddle, and today I'm going to paint the flowers with a cup. You don't have to use a cup, but I just like to use it. It's my thing. So I just dip the cup in the puddle and then start dragging it on the canvas like that. See, that's a leaf. Yeah, it's very abstract, but you can make different shapes. You can make fat ones, thin ones, long ones, short ones, and just takes a little practice. Well, here I was still practicing. Now I'm doing 4x time here. In real life, I work a lot slower, and I'm not very strategic in putting the leaves. I am just doing them randomly. I know the flowers will be in the middle, so I put the leaves kind of around the side, but a few of them in the middle. Then I start doing the flower puddle. See the flowers, because I deliberately make this light background so that the flowers, I can use some darker purples and red and just stronger color to make them show. So I have some neon purple and metallic purple, and then my metallic red, metallic pink, and then I am using some gold. This is my Inca gold, and also some pearl white, because for regular flower petals, it's not just all dark color. It needs to have some lighter color to show color variance, to make it look better and more interesting. So I dip a clean cup in that puddle and start doing my petals. So here's the first petal, and it takes me a while to decide where to put the next one, because this is a more thoughtful process. Usually pour paintings go really fast, but this is more like a painting. I was actually trying to paint flowers, but with the liquid nature of the background, sometimes things don't go well. If I draw a petal with my cup and it doesn't turn out well, then I need to wipe it with the paper towel and then do it again. And it is very easy for the paint to get muddy if I'm not careful. But basically, I'm trying to do a ring of petals around. See, I have roses in mind, so I was thinking, what does a rose look like? What is the shape? It's kind of round, so I was doing the petals around the outer petals first, and sometimes I drag the cup up, sometimes I drag it down, just to have some variation, to make different shapes so that they are not all look like the same. See, to me, variation is the key to make things interesting. Variations and contrast. So I did kind of a 3/4 ring, and then I started doing the inner petals. Then I fill out that corner. And then I do more inner petals. And this takes some practicing, because it's very easy for the petals to all get mixed in together and lose definition. See, with this technique, there is not very high definition to begin with, so I need to be very careful to make sure that all the petals don't all get smashed in together. See, I want it to be loose but not blobby. So I don't want it to just be a blob of color. I want it to still look like flowers with petals, with some lines and some definition. So I'm done with the first flower, on to the second one. And let's see, here I'm going on 4x time because it's just a slow process. But you can see I am doing the petals one by one, like the first flower. Now here's the problem. The puddle that I was working on was getting muddy, so I was adding in more deeper purples to get some more definition. Because as we work, the work puddle becomes murkier and murkier, and we don't want the flowers to become murky as well, so we need to add paint to it from time to time to keep it fresh. See, adding more. Especially the center of the flower, I want it to be darker. And sometimes I fix it with my favorite bamboo stick. See, most people when they pour, they just pour. I use all kinds of little gadgets to try to doctor up my paintings. So I'm working on this fourth flower, and at this point I still haven't had any ideas when I would stop. And I was still thinking about, should I make 5 flowers or 6 flowers? And I could make 6, but that may be too crowded. So I'm thinking about maybe after this one more flowers, and that's a good point to stop. And another thing is that it really took a long time. And it gets to a point that, you know, when I look at the composition, enough is enough. So the last one, yeah, at this point the work puddle is getting pretty murky, so that's probably a good time to just call it after this one. Okay, that looks pretty good, and I just take out my bamboo stick and fuss over some little details. Just make the leaves pointier or put a little stem on it, things like that, little touch-ups. Yes, I like to fuss over little details because you never know, sometimes it's the details that makes the painting. And on the whole, the thing is done. And what do you think? See, I had flowers, I had the roses in mind, but they turned out looking more like carnations. One way or the other, I think they look pretty. It's very, it's a very loose style, but it works. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And click the notification bell so that you can get notified for my next video. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.